Just 2 days ago, the Lunduke Journal reported that Mozilla, the mega corporation behind the Firefox web browser, had censored and blocked a series of Firefox extensions specifically aimed at avoiding censorship and enabling more advanced privacy features. But these were only blocked and censored if you were within the country of Russia. Now, I'm happy to report that as of just a few hours ago, Mozilla has made a statement that they are in fact reversing course completely, and they're re-enabling those browsers. They made a statement here that was posted by a gentleman named Edward Sullivan, who is a community and developer relations manager over at Mozilla. I'm just going to read the whole statement to you because it's not that long, but it is rather fascinating. Quote, "In alignment with our commitment to an open and accessible internet, Mozilla will reinstate previously restricted listings in Russia. Our initial decision to temporarily restrict these listings was made while we considered the regulatory environment in Russia and the potential risk to our community and staff. As outlined in our manifesto, Mozilla's core principles emphasize the importance of an internet that is a global public resource, open and accessible to all. Users should be free to customize and enhance their online experience through add-ons without undue restrictions. By reinstating these add-ons, we reaffirm our dedication to openness, promoting a free and open internet where users can shape their online experience, and accessibility, ensuring that the internet remains a public resource accessible to everyone regardless of geographical location. We remain committed to supporting our users in Russia and worldwide and will continue to advocate for an open and accessible internet for all." That is the entirety of the statement that was made publicly by Edward Sullivan over at the Mozilla Corporation, and I'm gonna make a very clear. This was a very smart move on Mozilla's part because this was a massive, massive screw up, certainly from the public perception point of view. What I did find was very interesting was the way they phrased things appeared to be custom tailored to the criticisms outlined within the Lunduke Journal's article. Like almost exactly. But it's good. It's very, very good. I'm very happy that this change took place. Whatever the reasons for it and whatever the motivations were, this was a good move to reverse this course on the part of Mozilla. There are some questions that still remain lingering in the air a little bit. For example, is this a temporary course reversal? Are they going to go back to censoring extensions in the future? What exactly criteria would have to be met in order to further censor more extensions, right? Like what would have to happen in order for these extensions to disappear once again? That needs to be answered, I think. I don't think we'll probably get an answer out of that, but just the same, we should ask it. Are we going to expect further censorship and blocking of extensions in other regions outside of Russia? Again, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that this experience, that this week, was rather painful for the PR and executive teams over at Mozilla so that they learn their lesson. This isn't going to help their message that they are the advocates for a free and open web that they've talked about so much for so many years, specifically with their Mozilla manifesto. But just the same, this is a very, very good thing. This is Mozilla coming a little bit back towards the right track, and I applaud it. When someone does something right, you give them a high five and you applaud them. This still doesn't undo a lot of the anti-openness and anti-accessibility things that Mozilla has been pursuing over the last few years. Case in point, their goal of doing more than deplatforming of people that they disagree with politically. Mozilla has a stated goal of wiping people off the face of the internet if they have the wrong politics. That's very strange. It would be nice if Mozilla could come out and make a statement that said, you know what, we thought better of that. My bad. We don't want to go down that road. We were getting carried away with it. Something like that. I don't think that that's probably going to go all that far towards restoring trust for a lot of people. And you can see that in the Firefox market share that has continued to take massive nosedives over the last several years. It's not picking up any steam, but it's a start. And I hope that for Firefox, for Mozilla's Foundation Corporation, and for the users of Firefox, that Mozilla would consider being a little bit more open in other ways, not just in re-enabling the extensions that they disabled earlier this week. But it is still a good start, and that is a very, very good thing. That's all I wanted to tell you now. Quick little news update. A positive news update as we head towards the end of the week. We can only hope that this portends well towards more foundations and organizations doing the right things, or at the very least living up to the statements and expectations that they laid out. We can only hope. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerds and nerdettes across the inner tubes, I do declare end broadcast.